Hello folks, Paintless Pros Paintless Dent Repair coming to you once again from beautiful Western Kentucky. Today we're going to take a look at a little more challenging hail dent. This particular hail dent is roughly the size of a $1/2. It is in a body line and it is also on an aluminum hood. We're going to work on this using the paintless dent repair method, where we will not do any repainting or bondoing to the surface. We're just going to use controlled pushing techniques from the back side, and we're going to raise this dent back up, or excuse me, we're going to remove this dent, raising the aluminum panel back to where it was prior to being damaged. Again, I will not do any editing. I will not stop the camera while we're working. We'll just see how long it takes to repair, and we'll go from there, folks. So you're going to see it happen in real time while I'm doing it. I'm using a new tool. I have not used this tool before, so I'm a little interested to see how it reacts. So far, I like what it's doing. May have to switch tools in a moment, but we'll see. We'll just see if it allows me to finish this out from beginning to end. It's not uncommon to have to switch tools a few times during the process. Sometimes you need something with a little more pinpoint. Sometimes you need something with a little more strength, or a bend, or something like that. But as you can see, this dent, it's working out. It's working out. Just takes a little time. I apologize for the camera moving. To get this picture, or to get this view, my camera is actually right beside where I'm working. So I apologize for it moving around. Still learning this whole video thing, but it's working. Got some finish work that I'll have to do. Probably a little tap work, a little knockdown work. That's completely acceptable. It's all a process. Again, I'm just using very slow, very methodical, very precise pushes. Not getting in any hurry. Just working around, looking for that low spot, looking for where that low goes. Whoops. Sorry about that, the camera's moving around on me quite a bit. Let me switch tools here. I want to get a little more precise. Try to get some of these little low spots here that are still there. Got the bulk of it out. But we're going to go to a little more pinpoint tool that will allow me to pinpoint. So again, no script here, folks, just talking and working. Probably doesn't look like it a lot, but every time I push, I'm pushing in a different area. I'm not pushing in the same spot twice. As I raise up the panel, raise up the dent rather, there's no point in pushing it again. I'm taking it to where I want it to be, and it stays. That's one thing that's a question that I get quite often. You know, if you fix this dent, is it going to pop back in down the road? The answer to that is no. When paintless dent repair is done properly, the metal is massaged basically back to its original state. And the only time I've ever seen a dent come back is when there was a stress buckle that wasn't properly removed. Basically what that means, there was pressure, there was downward pressure that wasn't released on the dent. So while the dent was raised up, there was still pressure holding down on it. And when it got bumped again or something like that, the dent would come back down due to that pressure not being removed. That can happen. It's basically up to the technician that you use, their skill level, their experience level, in knowing that that is part of the process. It's not just pushing the dent up or working the dent up. There's a lot of factors to take into it. Now I'm going to do a little tapping. This is just a little knockdown tool. This is a non-marring tip. As long as the surfaces of the tip are clean, as long as the surface of the panel are clean, there is no issue with scratching or marring or anything like that. This dent is doing very nicely. Excuse me. Again, paintless dent repair is a technique. It's not always applicable due to the severity of damage that you could have, or if the paint is actually damaged on your car, you may have to use a conventional body shop for the repair. But when paintless dent repair is applicable, it is a wonderful technique to have your dents removed from your vehicle, and the factory finish is maintained. The time frame is much quicker than having to go through a conventional shop. Don't hear me talking bad about body shops. Paintless Pros has some wonderful relationships with body shops, and they do a service that we can't do, and sometimes that's exactly what's needed. It always makes me cringe a little bit when I hear a dent technician say, "Oh, I can fix anything." Well, that's not accurate. I can fix a lot, but sometimes the damage is just too severe. And in that case, that's where we refer people to one of the many body shops we do business with, that not only will they do an excellent repair, no issues with paint matching or discoloration, but they treat people the way you want to be treated, the way they want to be treated, excuse me. Many relationships with body shops we've had, Paintless Pros has had for over 20 years. There's been a few we've just recently gotten relationships with, but pretty much any area of Western Kentucky, Northwest Tennessee, Southern Illinois, we have a body shop relationship that we can get you in contact with if that service is needed. Again, we specialize in mobile dent repair. We can come to you to do the dent, or we can set an appointment at one of these body shops to have you come meet us. We pretty well try to make it easy on you. You've already had a bad day by getting a dent, and we strive to fix that bad day. So this dent, oops, bumped the camera again, excuse me. This dent is done. Maybe just a little bit of cleanup, a little bit of tapping, just left just a very little slight bit, but this dent is done. Again, this is Paintless Pros Paintless Dent Repair, serving Western Kentucky, Southern Illinois, Northwest Tennessee, Southern Indiana. Good grief, we go all over the place. We've been doing this for 27 years. Our phone number is 270-519-9761. Our website is www.paintlessprodent.com. If we can be of service, give us a call. Check us out on the website. Let us see what we can do for you. I hope you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this, click like on my Facebook page or the website. You can go there and visit. Find me on Google My Business. Find me on on Facebook. Check me out. Let me see what I can do for you. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching, and God bless.